Hello everyone, welcome to Huron's Wow. In this video, we are going to look at the process of how I figured out at least a few things that I know for sure with the help of the book from Oprah Winfrey, What I Know For Sure. Why judge a book by its cover? Instead, I thought I can share my perspective with you all. This is the first audiobook that I finished in a day. I'm a person who enjoys reading than listening. But for this particular one, it was articulated by Oprah Winfrey herself. And I was smitten by her energy throughout this book. Her thoughts and the perspective that she has on life and her wisdom was outpouring in this book. I felt like I was spending quality time with her sitting at the comfort of my home. I'm going to share about my key learnings from this book and how I could self-reflect. The first thing she starts off is by explaining about 5-star moments. Very few minutes into this book, she starts off explaining this. And it got me curious, thinking, what does she mean by it? And while I was listening, the way she segregates what her 5-star moments are about all the little things which became more important to her rather than greater than good achievements, that made me connect to her very quickly. And here, I thought I could share a few of my 5-star moments here. And the first thing is, when I wake up in the morning, have a warm mug of lemon and honey drink in my hand, sit by the window and enjoy it. That is my first 5-star moment in the day. And my second 5-star moment is when I listen to my mom's voice. Anytime I call her during the day, the way she waits for me to call her and just speak a few words, it really makes me feel like all she cares about is my happiness. And another thing, if I were to state, is when I finish the long day, sit back on my bed and enjoy a cup of chamomile tea. Even by the smell of it, I feel so calm, and very quickly after I finish it, I can go back to sleep. I think these are the little things that we sometimes miss noticing and appreciating what we have right now and which make us feel alive. Oprah in this book did not mention that her 5-star moments were when she traveled to an exotic location or when she made $1 billion. Rather, it was all about appreciating those small, valuable moments in her everyday's life. I want to ask you one question. Do you know what your 5-star moments are? Well, if you don't, pause the video for 1 minute and just think about a few. Yes, I mean it. Pause the video now. Well, I hope you did and recognized at least a few. If not, make sure that you identify what yours are and try and have more of those on a daily basis. The next thing is valuing every single day and every single relationship. If this was the last day of my life, would I be spending it the way I'm spending it today? She says that she asks herself this question every single day. I think to all of us, if we question this more often, it only brings us more closer to what life means to us and how we want to live it. Another beautiful quote she comes up with is, whether we flounder or flourish, we all must die. When I come across this quote, I felt, all right, if I have a choice to make, I'd rather flourish than flounder. I feel it is a matter of everyday game, whether we give in to the disappointments, the anger, or operate around the circle of concern and just flounder, or we also have an option to flourish, that is, work around our circle of influence, cherish what we have, and practice gratitude every single day. Oprah explains that reflecting on the people that we can count on is really important. Otherwise, we will just end up with the people of whom we cannot really rely on or who can accept us for who we really are. So it is very important that we spend all the energy and the effort on the relationships that matter to us. On top of all this, the connection that she has for food made me instantly fall for her. Would you believe if I said that I remember a dish that I ate 16 years back in a trip to Goa? Yes, I actually do. I didn't even have to take note of the name of the restaurant because I still remember it. It's Martin's Corner. It was a trip with my cousins. This was the first time that I was introduced to this new taste. The ambience of the place, the way people serve the food, and how each of them enjoyed sharing meals with one another, it really stayed in my mind. On top of it, this delicious prawn that was served on our table, my cousin and I cherish those memories even today, how soft, how delicious that prawn was. Oprah also explains about how having home cooked meals is a luxury because not everybody gets to enjoy the best food at their home. And it takes me back to the video that I made on benefits of home cooked meals. So do watch that. The third thing that I want to talk about is what is the best gift that we can give someone. Oprah mentions about this beautifully, that the best gift we can give someone is a gift of themselves. I'm in a constant quest of asking myself this question of what do I want to do with my life. I also ask this to my loved ones and my close friends because it is very easy to slip into the pitfall of trying to fit into the box constantly. At least I identify myself that I cannot fit into a set box, but building your own takes a lot of effort and it is an everyday process. So I think each of us needs to frame our own life and our own identity of who we are than what others perceive of us. The beauty is in acknowledging the change and accepting who we are. For instance, some of my school friends cannot really relate to me of the person I was back then versus who I am now. And I think it's natural because it is a part of growth. Today, a lot of people see change as something which is repelling. Changing doesn't mean that one is losing their values or affection towards their loved ones. It just means that they're getting more self-aware and willing to constantly improve every single day. I tell myself more than ever that I'm going to live this life only once. Oprah beautifully mentions that we are so scared of changing certain things that we will become a slave towards accepting or acting in a certain manner. And I think we should rather come out of that bubble and live and design our lives in the way we aspire to do. In order to do this, she comes up with this beautiful point saying, question the intention. Question the intention of why we are doing something. I think that has a lot to answer of why we take certain decisions or why we want to project ourselves to be someone. The situation we are in today is a constant effort of a collection of many small choices that we've taken in the past. So similarly, the efforts and the way we question our intentions today will help us frame a wonderful tomorrow. To simplify this video, I came up with 3 questions that you might want to ask yourself for the next 21 days and see what you identify of yourself. What are your 5-star moments of the day? If this was the last day of your life, would you be living it the way you're living it today? And finally, what is the intention behind doing something? By asking these 3 questions, I think the way we think and our decision-making process gets more lean. Oprah mentions that a good book is a sacred indulgence. For me, this was definitely one of the most sacred indulgences that I experienced. If you have more books to suggest, please do in the comment section below, and also let me know how you're enjoying this set of videos so that I can come up with more of my learnings. Thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe to Heron's Wow.